All right. Game number 2 is going to be pretty soon. And
there we go.
Again,
my computer's actually lagging.
Yeah, your computer's actually the one that starts last.
Yeah.
So over here at the top, losing that previous game, old school StarCraft 1 pro gamer.
That's Max, by the way.
Max.
Coup Max.
Coup Max.
He used to be in Coup.
Yeah, he used to be in Coup a long time ago. That was the Korean fan I was on. This guy's...
Hyperdub.
I was almost going to start talking about that. Then I'm like, oh wait, I got to introduce this guy. So, I think we're going to have a pretty exciting series again here. I'm curious to see what Hyperdub's going to do this round. You got to be feeling really good. If you do it aggressive, all in like that, you win the first game. Game number 2, trust me, you feel so much better.
Oh yeah.
About.
Absolutely. Now, what will Hyperdub do here? I would not mind seeing some Banshee play. It's good on this map, and of course, we know Hyperdub absolutely loves Banshees in Terran vs. Zerg.
Looks like he's gonna make the barracks down here, I suppose. Interesting.
I kind of like that. You can wall it off pretty quickly and take that expansion if you like.
This might actually panic Max because he's not going to see the barracks up here at that moment and be like, uh-oh.
Yeah, definitely could. But he is going to go ahead and make his expansion.
Right over here.
He's going to check for barracks up here first.
And rightfully so.
He doesn't trust anything anymore.
He doesn't understand the world anymore. But look, he doesn't see a barracks simply put because his opponent put it right down here. But Max apparently just goes in.
If you could go to that Overlord and hold V again.
Yeah.
Look at that Overlord. He has a little quote, bunch of question marks. Like, where's the barracks? Question marks. Where are they? What's going on? Are you cheesing me again?
I can't believe he let that finish. I mean, I think Hyperdub probably planned to have him cancel that hat trick, but I guess not.
Oh, Hyperdub. I think he is going to harass at least a little bit.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, there's no reason not to send out a couple Marines before the Zerglings can possibly be out. And
I want to point out he still hasn't actually spotted this barracks.
Oh,
somehow
wow.
he actually does not see that there.
He has no idea where it is. Probably thinks it's proxied.
But apparently he still is going to let his hatchery finish. Like so.
Yeah. At this point, canceling it, there's nothing for him to even spend his money on.
That's true. Looks like he's going to get a command center next. And that's going to be the case.
Spawning pool and hatchery about to finish up here. Starts 4 Zerglings and a Queen right away. I think he's figured it out now. Oh, look at this. This would be funny. It's kind of a weird little bunker.
Don't say that about the bunker. He's a nice bunker.
Oh, that's cute, yeah. No, I like its personality. I'm just saying.
He's eccentric. The bunker finishes.
And this is going to actually be a pretty powerful harassment.
Yeah.
Max might want to make, a lot of Zerglings or maybe even throw up a spine crawler. Definitely
It's hard if you're a Zerg player to just be comfortable with something like this outside of your base.
Yeah, and he's going to creep up more bunkers. He's just going to bunker push right and see what he can do. In fact, I wonder if Hyperdub has actually practiced exactly this. This is kind of like a weird situation that's going on.
Well, he probably didn't expect him to actually let that hatchery or, expand like that if he hides the barracks. So he's like, okay, well, now I'm here. But
killing one Zergling, damaging another. Speed being upgraded for Max right now. Hyperdub's going to have to be careful about that.
He salvages this bunker. Boom.
Buy one, get one free.
Now we have Queen out. A little bit harassing here on the Queen. Nice control.
It's got to be
more
careful.
barracks.
Ooh. I like that. It's a nice little wall in. And this is going to be enough to clean this up. Even with that SCV repairing.
He does kill a considerable amount of Lings.
Yeah, he forced a lot of Zerglings as well, though. So the economy of Max is behind where you would like it to be.
Guys, what happened? Ah!
Where are my friends?
Okay, well, he's going to have to be ready to defend this. This actually, well, this wall is tight. Am I correct? Can they actually fit in up here?
No, they cannot fit there.
They cannot fit through there?
Yeah.
Wow,
So that is
nice
gonna be
rush.
tight. Might harass the rocks a little bit after he notices that.
He's going to see that right away, though. Nice job putting a depot over here.
Yep.
There's a second wall and right next to the Automaton 2000.
And gonna kind of show him that factory. So there's 2 factories going up for Hyperdub. Looks like it's gonna be, heavy
Marine
siege
Hellion.
tanks.
Oh, you think so?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Well, I guess, yeah, you could get a reactor, I guess, and just put that put those on there.
You know,
one.
one thing that, I have mentioned a couple times that people are like, no, LOL, you're biased, haha, is that the actual architecture of this map is good for Terran. It's the fact that you can't rush a Zerg player that makes it good for Zerg. So, if you do go 2 factory siege tank and you push through that center, it's going to be very hard for a Zerg army to actually break you.
Well, the area is pretty narrow here, so it's going to be hard to surround.
And that's what Zerg needs. It needs wide open spaces. Reminds me of an old song.
We have Stim on the way, and you were right on with the double siege tanks.
Yep.
Double factory for siege tanks. Excuse me.
How I roll, Tasteless.
The Automaton 2000 is actually a pretty lucky neutral unit because it has not been infested by the Zerg. It's a robot.
Imagine if they did do that.
It's benign. Infested Automaton 2000.
Yeah.
It's 2010 right now. We don't actually have automatons even 10 years ago. So just want to point that out. Now, I think this timing push is going to come pretty quickly.
Ooh, we're getting Blue Flame also. And 2 armories. What?
Oh my god. Hyperdub has some very interesting builds.
Yeah, he's definitely going to go pretty heavy mech with a lot of Marines mixed in as well. Does have Stim already. Probably going to get combat shields pretty quickly here after he starts those plus attack and armor upgrades for his vehicles.
I like how Max is taking out these 2 destructible rocks over here. Just in case Terran tries to float here, in case he wants to expand there later, he can defend it easily.
Yeah, that's very important, Tasteless, because that base is actually a really great base to expand to for Zerg that we don't see Zerg actually taking enough. It's hard for Terran to actually push over there, whereas the natural third that we see taking a lot, not the gold, but the other third base, it's kind of easy for Terran to push up to it.
Now we have an infestation pit on the way. Clearly he's just comfortable allowing these rocks to be destroyed here. Terran's pushing out Hellions and Marines.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting play. Now, let's see here. This is like very strange strategy.
Check this out. He's actually expanding over here.
Ah,
That's
yeah,
really
Terran actually would never, ever check that.
Yeah.
That's actually a really clever move. Now some Blue Flame Hellions are out. The thing is, Max is really investing in his Zerglings, man. They have +1 attack already.
Wow.
And he is already upgrading +2 attack for them.
More Lings moving out now.
A ton of Zerglings. In fact, he's going mass Zerglings right now.
He's attacking this. Is Max going to try to cover him?
Here we go. Oh. Surround these Marines, and oh man, the Blue Hellions doing quite a bit of damage there. But he will lose a lot of Marines as well. Wow. Not a good time to choose to go mass Zergling Stasis.
Yeah, Marine Hellion quite strong. And I don't know if he can actually save this expansion. Meanwhile, it looks like he actually didn't get the siege tanks to push up that ramp. But he's actually just going to go ahead and use that for defense.
And that Hyperdub. Right now we have harassment in the main base. Look at that, he's actually dropping creep up there. It's kind of cute.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. I actually can't believe Max had sent drones here. What?
But right now, in the production tab, we see a lot of infestors being made, the infestor gland upgrade being made. So he's actually using this very Ling-heavy infestor play,
That's
which
pretty good.
It is really good. The thing is that you can dismantle it. You drop a couple siege tanks on the high ground, and, I mean, that's very hard to deal with because you don't really have anything ranged.
That's true. Thor's out now as well.
Max is droning up this base a little bit.
And of course, as you can see, Terran does not know about the location. Good move by the Zerg to cover this island up with creep.
And we do have some interesting things going over at the natural. A Roach Horn going up, and as well as, look at this. There we go. That is Neural Parasite. We don't see that used nearly enough. It's actually still a very good spell, especially when you see Thors or a light number of siege tanks.
All right, now I'm curious when we're going to see the next big push here. Terran thinks Zerg is sitting on 2 base.
Yeah, and that's going to be a problem because it's going to make him feel a lot more comfortable than he should.
So, for the time being, it's going to be a matter of does the Terran push win, and will Terran spot this?
Now, will he go through the center? Will he walk around?
Yeah, that's another big one.
With that type of army, you probably want to go through the center.
I would go through the center.
I'd love to see Zerglings try to beat this blue Hellion army in this tiny little choke. Not going to happen.
That's actually a really good point. If you have blue flame Hellions and these Lings and everything come through a narrow angle,
yeah,
they're going to get roasted.
Roasted, toasted, burnt to a crisp. But there are infestors out, and that changes everything. You can fungal growth the Hellions, that helps a lot. They are 1-1 at this point, and
Whoa, he actually just killed so many Lings.
Yep. They're 1-1 blue flame Hellions. They are so deadly.
Oh my god, I can't believe he's even going to attack that. Infestor's coming out. Oh, very nice.
Well, the fungals do get off, but I mean,
he's going to lose like all of his Lings.
That's right, but a lot of the all of the Hellions going down. 2 surviving Lings.
2 surviving Zerglings.
Those Lings are like, we saw so many.
I've seen some serious stuff, man.
Yeah. Some blue flame Hellions and survived to tell about it. Now, this army is going to be a little bit weak against fungal, not fungal, but neural parasite. You grab, if the Thors go too far in front, you grab them. If the Marines go too far in front, you fungal them. And those Marines are very low health. It looks like Max should be able to roll over this army. It's not going to be nearly enough.
Here we go.
There he goes, stealing a Thor. Immediately dies, steals 2 more Thors, all 3 Thors.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Hyperdub.
Making great usage of Neural Parasite.
Yep. And this type of strategy, quite awesome. And notice how he targeted those Thors on each other at the last second. That's how you do it with this strategy. Before it runs out, you try to make them deal as much damage to each other as possible.
Yeah.
Hyperdub, cancel that, lift off. What are you doing? Come on. There you go.
Whoop. You might try to float to this island. This expansion's up. This expo down here is really allowing Max to get ahead.
That's how he had just so many roaches. I don't think Hyperdub was quite expecting that.
Yeah.
But the infestors are being really cost-effective right now. Great usage of them.
Oh,
look at this,
nice.
A nice roach drop coming in as well.
You can drop it on the army with the siege tanks and everything.
Yeah.
It's
Max
actually
playing a wonderful game right now.
You might actually
really
come back.
like it. You know, some really interesting styles coming out of him. Right now we do have 1-1 on the roaches.
Yep.
+2 melee attack on any Zerglings out there. No hive quite yet. Oftentimes against this type of unit composition, you'll rush right up to ultras as well as they just kill the Thors with light siege tanks.
More roaches being cranked out right now.
Oh man,
he's gonna get. Okay, wait, hold that thought. Hellions over here, taking out these drones.
bungled.
Nice catch there.
But here comes the drop, Tasteless.
Terran's army is over here, but the drop is over here.
Very good against mech to drop roaches into the main base. Hyperdub gonna have to unsiege and come back up here.
Just like in StarCraft 1, players who mech tend to lack mobility.
Yeah.
Because things like siege tanks are actually so slow. So whenever you see them about to leave, you can just go inside their main and drop them. Meanwhile, you're expanding everywhere all over the map, and a Terran never really gets a chance to leave its base and attack you.
That is right. These roaches doing a decent amount of damage, but most of all, just slowing the Terran player down. And Max is starting to pull ahead, even though he's going to go ahead and lose all of these roaches now.
Yeah, Max is like miles ahead, actually, right now.
Yeah. He's looking very good. His supply going far up there, 160-ish to 110-ish. He is getting burrow movement, a hive, getting +2 carapace. So just really keeping his upgrades going. The drone's dancing around a little bit. A lot of siege tanks. Good against both roaches and infestors, but guess what? There's also drops out there, so...
Yeah, it's going to make siege mode not as useful. A lot of this does come down to this expansion that was just never spotted.
Yeah, you know, if you're going to do a mech strategy like this, you have to get a really sharp attack off.
Look out. He's coming.
Oh, no.
Oh, Neural Parasite.
Max doing a lot of siege tanks there.
But it does look like he did a good job of target firing the infestors.
Siege tanks, yeah, pretty good. They do have +3 attack and +2 armor. I was wondering why that got cleaned up so quickly while on the upgrades from Hyperdub. But again, he is so far behind. Max even taking the island, as you see there, and he's got so many bases up. Hyperdub is never even going to scout that bottom right base that it's supposed to be his.
I wouldn't be surprised if that base goes untouched the entire game.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever even find out about it.
Is he going to engage? Nobody broke down the rocks, so there's no time to do that now. Oh, man.
Right now, Hyperdub's army is pretty fearsome against what we have producing from Max. When it's that many siege tanks, it's a lot harder to use your roach as well. Now Max,
either of these expansions. Sorry, go ahead.
Max doing a smart move here. Going to break down the rocks. He's going to abuse the mobility again, not just through drops, but through just running through.
Oh, he's going to know at this expansion location. He sees the rocks are down. He knows exactly what's going on here.
Just targeting these drones that line up for him.
Meanwhile, the rocks have been broken down, and he's going to see this over here with his barracks.
That's right. It's not quite a tight wall, and I don't believe so.
Uh-oh, good siege up.
Really great upgrades this game for everyone.
Yeah, no kidding. Hyperdub is solid.
Yeah.
And now he can continue to push out over here.
Max has +2 on everything. Hyperdub +3 on attack and +2 on armor.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh, he's not sieged up.
Uh-oh.
And here we go. Got to see a bunch of neural parasites here.
Nice job, though.
High attack priority. Going down quite quickly. Unfortunately for Hyperdub, too many roaches spread too well. Siege tanks go down very fast. That's why you have to be careful when they're unsieged. SCV's coming out to battle 2-2 roaches. I don't think that goes favorably.
That's not a fight you want to pick.
Thing is, Max can keep on refilling these armies much easier.
Yeah, he has
the Roach is a very cheap unit.
Yeah.
And his economy is much better. Hyperdub, on the other hand, the thing is, when you actually go for mech, once you lose one mech army, you're so far behind.
Oh,
Zerg has to waste several armies on you. You can't let that mass of siege tanks die because you need to constantly have that mass of siege tanks. But Hyperdub's let a lot of siege tanks die a lot of times, and therefore he is very far behind at this point. Even though the supplies are quite similar, he is quite far behind. Wow, you're actually really funny, Tasteless.
Thank you.
You were thinking of Jaws as well.
I was, but they stopped, so we could have gone something kind of funny out of that. But by the way, over here,
he has found out about this secret expansion finally.
And as you can see, it's already been mined.
Mined out
like 3/5 of the income over there.
Yeah. You know, right now it's Max is being really smart once again. This is what happens, man. When you're a long-time StarCraft 1 pro gamer, turn StarCraft 1 coach, turn StarCraft 2 random player into Zerg player. I mean, this guy is smart. He knows how to play the game. And,
this drop, he's going to be completely ill-equipped to handle. By the way, though, 9 kills over here. Make it 10. So this expansion not really being used right now. That's going to put Max basically down to 2 bases.
He does have that island going, which looks like it will never, ever be attacked.
It's going to be very... Okay, he's just...
He scans it and sees the drop. He's going to have to unsiege right now and move up. Uh-oh, he's only unsieging a small portion. That's too many roaches, Tasteless.
I believe you're correct. Too many roaches. And now...
And it looks like he's a little bit afraid of this. Ooh, I like that. We do have a couple Vikings flying in now. These roaches on the side just picking stuff off. Thors aren't good at killing overlords too quickly, so he may be able to pick some of these up and run away with them.
Meanwhile, he's going to drop over here. I don't know if it's going to be incredibly impactful, other than keeping the Terran on his toes.
You know, it's nice to target some of these orbital commands so you can take them out. They are always dropping mules.
Yeah, that's true.
See, he is targeting that right away.
Is he going to get it?
Got to lift that up, Hyperdub.
Hyperdub.
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Okay, well.
That sucks. Another drop over here. Planetary Food is just barely out of range. I think Hyperdub might have to tap out here pretty soon.
Yeah, things are starting to go a little bit in Max's favor, but let's not forget Max's economy is not superb.
Right.
He's not actually killing the full mass of Hyperdub's army anymore. So, you know, right now, Hyperdub is even up a little bit in supply.
Oh, interesting.
Or rather, they're tied exactly as I press the button. I swear he was up a little bit before. But, you know, Max's main is mined out. His natural's almost gone. He does not have good saturation on that left islandish thing with the behind the rocks. Excuse me. And the island is basically the only place he's really mining from.
Now, he could use these Vikings over here to just drop something on the island. Wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, you know, he's got to do something. Can't leave that there forever. Now, Max, notice all those Vikings. Of course, that's because Max does have the greater spire. He's got to be very careful about that.
And we have actually a ton of Brewlords, speaking of which.
Yep.
But he has a ton of Vikings. All right, this expansion is basically dead.
Yeah, just attack right into it.
So that might trigger the Broodlords to move out. And if he loses these Broodlords, these Vikings can go right on over here and kill this expansion.
Yep, just target it from behind. He's finally killed that base. And look at this. This might... Careful. There are Infestors out there. Infestors very good against Vikings.
These Vikings should almost only be used defensively.
Yeah. You know, if he can snipe some things here and there, that's great. But you've got to watch out for Infestors. Here we go. And he sees
fungal.
them.
Very
Beautiful
nice.
fungal right there. And he can just keep fungling. Those things will be so low health that he can clean them up quite easily.
Oh my god. And if he loses this, these Broodlords could end the game.
Yeah, the Broodlords are going to do so well against these heavy tanks. Oh no.
Oh god.
This is changing the game immensely.
He's got an Infestor
Oh,
ready.
and another fungal. All of those, all except two, it looks like will die. He's trying to use the Thors to take out the Broodlords, but that's actually not how the game works. The Broodlords do not care about Thors. Quickly cleaning up all the ground units. He's going to want to unsiege those tanks now, because the tank splash is hurting him more than helping him.
Tanks taken out, Broodlords on the loose. All this comes down to that one fungal that we saw right over here.
And Hyperdub, basically nothing left, man. I mean, that was that last big ball of units. He can't make another army that big. He just doesn't have the economy. You know, he's mining the gold base, sure, but he has no way to deal with these Broodlords.
Yeah, I mean, his SVs are going to be repairing and not mining.
Yep.
More links up here. Oh no.
Targeting that Thor. GG.
Going to the third game.
Yeah, tying it up.
Max has got to be happy with himself in that game. That all came down to the fungal.
He played very well. Yeah, the fungal is what really ended up winning the game for him. If he didn't have those, it would have been a rout in the other direction. But what was really great about Max's play was the drops. The drops really slowed him down.
Yeah.
He killed a couple key armies. You really need to reduce the number of tanks over and over. Make him spend his gas on the tanks. And that's what he did. You know, Hyperdub did not just keep his complete mech army alive the entire time. It's very hard to do, especially when he's just running you all around the map. So very well played there by both players, but Max clearly showing a better understanding of what to do in this situation.
Yeah, I think you're dead on there. That was pretty epic, considering how back and forth that was, considering the way the game started out to where we finally finished him up. So that was actually another great game for today. So we're not slowing down here with the action. I thought we were just going to have to make Clyde and his opponent, Lenok, just play against each other forever. But
I wish.
Actually, I'm kind of pleased
I'd
with
pay
these
to
games,
see
too.
that.
I would.
Yeah, no, these are actually quite nice games as well.
Yeah.
And we're going to go on to Game 3, which is going to be Delta Quadrant.
Yeah. This is a map that's pretty tough for Zerg.
It is.
The countdown started, so get ready for another TVZ here at the GSL. On the map, Delta Quadrant. Brace yourself.